Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Justin Riley, and we've got such a great show for you today. We are on location at the Prairie Athletic Club here in Sun Prairie, and this is a happening place. It was hard to find a place to film because there's so much going on
There
here.
is so much going on. We managed to carve ourselves out a quick little space here.
Yeah, we did.
And we're going to talk to those folks later about some of the many activities that are taking place.
Yes, we are.
I look
absolutely.
forward to it. We're also going to chat a little bit about games and things to do with your families over the holidays. The Learning Shop will be joining us.
Yeah, there's games for all ages. It's games for younger kids. There's games where there's no winner. It's just a cooperative game. And then there's games for the adults as well.
Yeah, and if you want to think, there's even some logic games.
Yeah,
So you can use that brain of yours, believe it or not.
Yeah, and we'll also be joined by AccuClimb Mechanical Services. John and Chris, we always enjoy talking with those guys.
Our friends, really, at this point.
They're going to talk about why cheaper price does not always mean better.
Right, absolutely. Important topic.
Yeah.
So a great show for you coming up on Wisconsin Family, so please stick around.
And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're really excited today to be here at the Prairie Athletic Club here in Sun Prairie,
What
right
a
off the highway.
cool facility.
It's huge.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
it really is.
We're going to talk to those folks a little bit later about group fitness and a variety of other things. But first, I'm so excited to be joined by our next guests. We have John and Chris from AccuClimb Mechanical Services. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Our
Thanks for
friends,
having us
really.
here.
We go way back now, don't
At
we?
this point,
We do go way back. And we never know quite what's going to happen when you guys show
That's
up.
right.
Only good things, of course. But Chris, I want to start out with you.
Yeah.
There's a whole ton of heating and air conditioning places here in southern Wisconsin. Why choose AccuClimb Mechanical Services?
Well, it comes down to the personal service, the one-on-one, an owner in your house, problems solved instantly if you do have a problem with something. We kind of try and focus on the personal thing. You know, what's important to you when we're in your house, the one-on-one. It's not just any technician in your house. You see the same people usually back and forth. So that type of stuff is kind of important to us.
Yeah.
And I think what I've noticed is that when you make a phone call to AccuClimb, chances are you're going to get one of the owners. You're going to get one of these guys.
True statement.
It's not just a call center, so you get one of the owners of the company. So
And,
it's
and
pretty
if
cool.
by chance you do, we are on the phone, we do have our phone forwarded directly to our answering service. We do have an answering service.
Sure.
But that's just so you don't get an answering machine saying, leave a message at the tone and we'll call you right back.
And maybe we'll call you if you.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
our
no.
response time is typically 3 to 5 minutes to return a call.
3 to 5 minutes. Wow.
Nice and quick. Well, and when you're in a situation like that, when something's not working, particularly in cold Wisconsin weathers, you need that service to be answered quickly. So, and we've talked about that before. Let's talk a little bit about price. And we've kind of talked about this off camera a couple times, but in such a price conscious world, people are often comparing prices. But let's talk a little bit about why it's not necessarily the best to go with the cheapest company.
Well, I mean, I'll take that. The reason it's not always the best case scenario is, first off, it's a mechanical device. You get what you pay for. It's just what our industry still has.
Yeah.
If there's a 10% difference between a bid or something like that, that's the difference in maybe the companies, maybe their costs associated to it. If there is a 15, 20, 25% difference, we're doing something different than they're doing.
Right.
And that's the hardest part, is to teach our customers that, because it's easy to say, oh, we got the same stuff.
Right.
But it's not it. And we try and walk our customers through why we are different, why the equipment was different, and why the installation we're doing is different. And that's the huge, huge difference between it, is what are they doing different that we are?
In other words, you're not just jacking your prices up because it suits you.
For fun,
No.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think something that you touched on is you're really going to walk through some of those differences. I think that's one thing that I find that I really enjoy about you guys, maybe as a female, but the education piece I think is really important. Why do things cost as much as they do, and what are they specifically utilized for? Do you need it now? Is it something you can do later?
That's probably the most feedback we get from our customers. You taught us so much,
Yeah.
both at an inspection and at an estimate. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, obviously, cheaper is not always better, and we understand that. It's the quality of the service, the quality of the product. But if somebody is looking for a way to save money, I know I always am, Is there a way that people can save money by going through AccuClimb Mechanical
Absolutely,
Services?
absolutely. We've got coupons on our website. We're in the Bucky Book. We've been a sponsor in the Bucky Book now for, this is year 4.
Yeah.
Year 4. We've got 50% coupons off in there.
Wow.
And it's actually very.
That's a
very
great
good. It's a good
value.
coupon for you guys to have.
Absolutely, yeah.
We also offer financing. We have a financing program that we work with. So if you're needing to do a furnace and air conditioner, and even some expensive repairs, that is available to you guys also. So that's a money saver and a budget
great.
saver also.
Yeah, really smart for families. And let's talk a little bit along those same lines, but when you're talking about costs and specifically in terms of maintenance, what does that maintenance look like? And why is the maintenance piece so important? Not just waiting till something breaks, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, with the maintenance stuff, what happens is we're trying to prevent a problem in the future, trying to save you that inevitable
It's like
2
getting your
o'clock
oil
in the
changed
morning.
on your car, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that 2
So-
o'clock in the morning service call on the weekends. Let's get it ready to go for winter. And once in a while, people see a few problems with their furnaces when you have a tune-up done, I've heard.
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
really goes along with price, because if you're taking care of those regular maintenance things, you're going to save money in the long haul.
And
right?
maybe cost less operating costs on your equipment. A simple thing that makes make it a little bit more efficient.
Right.
And when you're talking about saving money, we offer a maintenance contract where you get a certain percentage off of your total bill if you're part of our club membership.
That's right.
So that's out there too.
And it's nice, we talked about this before, but I always say it's nice to have a guy, right? It's
To
nice
have a
to
guy.
have a guy to do this thing, your go-to.
Yeah, right.
And these guys are great.
Well,
You
you'll
can
feel
see
just
that.
right.
You'll feel just right.
That's your tagline.
Yeah.
And Chris, you kind of shot me a look earlier in the last answer you gave. You know, you said I heard things sometimes are discovered when people do maintenance on their furnace. You came over to my house and you
Yeah,
took a
talk
look at
about
my
your
furnace,
experience.
and you found out some things that I had. There were some questions that I obviously had because there were some things I weren't sure were working right. But then you pointed out some things that I wasn't even aware were a problem. And you really took the time. I just wanted to kind of say thank you. You took the time to go through some of that stuff with me and really explain everything. And you waited for me to kind of prompt you with a question so that you weren't overwhelming me with details and technical information and things like that. So it really was a great experience, and I appreciate you taking the time to come out and doing that. So
Did you get enough options out of it?
absolutely, yeah. There were a lot of You gave me several different options. You said here's sort of the priorities of what needs to be fixed. Here's
I
what
like
needs to be
that.
fixed
I
now.
think that's really important.
Here's some things that you'll need to want to take a look at for the next couple of years.
When you're on a
Okay.
budget, having a list like that is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So thanks,
Glad we
guys.
could do it.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you
Yeah,
again. It
Chris
always is.
Primus
So
and
nice
John
to see you.
Mankowski from AccuClimb Mechanical Services, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. Justin and I have been filming here at Prairie Athletic Club, and what an impressive facility. What do you think?
It's huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Lots
You
of stuff. It
gotta
goes
get
on
your-
and on.
Get your tennis shoes on and jump in, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, in a little bit, we're going to be chatting with folks about some of the group fitness activities here at Prairie Athletic Club. For now, you may recognize this familiar face, Miss Bonnie Pearson, who joins us from the Learning Shop, and we're so
Thanks for
pleased to
having
chat
me.
with you again. How are you?
Great, thanks for having me again.
This is a perfect time to chat with you, actually, because we're starting to gear up for the holiday season.
Yes?
Lots of family and friends will be over, and you're going to be needing to entertain them, right? So you've got some ideas for us. What are some of the basics of what you have?
Well, I brought a lot of games today. In my family, we grew up playing games. Thanksgiving Day, the men all kind of trickled off to watch TV and football, and the women all gathered in the kitchen and cleaned up the dishes, and then we played
And
games.
then played a game.
So I brought a lot of different types of games today.
Perfect.
I've kind of divided them up into different sections for you.
Okay.
I started with the cooperative games, which are by Peaceable Kingdom,
Oh, okay.
and I brought 3 of those. Cooperative games are games that there is no winner or loser. Everybody plays for one common goal, and you all work together. So it's a great teaching togetherness type of game.
Great.
And they come in all ages. I brought some of the more preschool type cooperative games, but there are some for older kids too.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like for young kids, teaching them to work together and,
Yeah, absolutely.
and get along, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we're talking a little bit about cooperative games. Can you elaborate a little bit? Can you give us an example of what a cooperative game might look like?
Well, in Hoot Owl Hoot, that's the game on the top. Everybody is taking their little owls out of the beginning part of the game, and you're moving them into the nest. And you have to get them into the nest before the sun sets. So you're still doing turn taking, but you also are working together to get all those owls into the nest.
That's fun.
Yes.
Who comes up with this stuff? It's so creative.
I
love
know,
it.
it's great, and it's
Well, I
just
guess
a little bit
Peaceable
different.
Kingdom does
Exactly.
in this case. But let's talk about preschool age. So you actually have some specific games that are geared towards a little bit younger audience, right?
Well, this game I brought, this one's called Roll and Play. This one's for 18 months. The children roll the dice. If you land on blue, you take the cards out, find the blue
there's
card.
cards.
Oh, I was going to say,
when
this
you
is
get the
probably
blue-
enough, right?
When you get the blue card, you have to do what it says. Find something black.
how
It may
cute.
be give someone a hug. It may be whatever the direction on there. But you can play that. You know, it starts 18 months, but it can go a long, long way. Sneaky Snacky Squirrel is a new spin on Hi-Ho the Cheerio. So instead of filling the cherry tree or taking the cherries off, you're helping the squirrel find his little acorns.
How fun is that?
Cool.
And Diggity Dog was our biggest seller last year. You're going around the board with your little dogs. Their noses are magnetic, and you connect them to the colored bones. And it's a color
cute.
game, it's a counting game, and it's a listening game because the big dog in the middle barks, and you have to listen to how many barks.
Oh, multi-sensory.
Yes.
Very
so
good.
those are all three.
And
these
what a
two are
creative
3-year-old.
name, Diggity Dog.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Very
cute.
cute.
Fun
And I
stuff.
noticed you have some dice type of games over here. Can you talk to us a little bit about those?
I did. I brought 4 of our different dice games. Of course, you know, the one that started it all is
favorite.
Yahtzee in the
There we
old
go.
box.
Don't you just
yeah,
want to
it's
yell at
classic.
Yes, it's the
Yahtzee?
classic box.
Yeah, it's
And then
fun.
I brought some other ones. Flash, which is very similar to Yahtzee, maybe not as complicated. Tenzi is going to be everybody shakes 10 dice at a time, and whoever gets whatever the number is, they win. And Yam Slam is real similar to Yahtzee too, but they're all different types of dice games.
How fun is
cool.
that? That's lots of fun. And we've got just a little bit of time left, so it's a family show. Let's talk about family-oriented games. I know you've got a few
I
besides
do.
you.
I brought these 2 games are our favorites that we play.
And this is
Thanksgiving
just a small
and Christmas.
selection. That's what's so fun about
Pit.
this.
Have you ever played Pit?
No.
Oh, this is a great game. You get everybody going. You have to have at least 5 or 6 people playing, and you're all switching grains. You're collecting 9 cards of grains, and you ring the bell, and everybody's goes, and it's just mayhem. Great game. And Befuzzled too. Befuzzled is 8 cards that are laid down, and they have an action like maybe snap your fingers or quack like a duck. And whoever's the fastest to get that wins the card. So it gets to be pretty funny.
Oh, that's fun.
That's pretty cool.
And I skipped over Logic.
That's
I
okay.
wanted
No,
to
I
talk
was.
about that.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about some logic games that you have to offer
I
as
did bring
well.
some logic games. Logic games, most of these are games you're going to play individually. You
Okay.
will not play as a family or a group. And this one, IQ Candy, you're making a candy box.
wow.
They start you on 3 pieces. You have to figure out how the rest go, and they all have to fit.
Oh my goodness.
Rush hour traffic, you're moving the ice cream truck. You have to get it out of the driveway with the configuration of all the other cars. Again, it's something you're doing on your own. Three
these-
Little Pigs is for 3-year-olds. And you have daytime and nighttime. Nighttime, the pigs want to be in the house away from the wolf. Daytime, they don't. But those are all logic type games.
And that's why they call it the Learning Shop.
There you
'Cause
go.
It's not
Exactly.
just fun.
Toys
it's
that
also,
teach.
yes, gonna
Toys that teach, very good.
Toys
You
that
remembered
teach.
from the last time.
Yep.
Perfect.
There we go. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Bonnie,
thanks
for
for
joining
having
us
me.
from the Learning Shop. Lots of great holiday ideas for
Yes.
entertaining and for your little ones at home. So lots
Perfect.
of fun. Thanks a
Thank
bunch.
you.
When we return, we are going to be chatting with the folks at Prairie Athletic Club. So stick around for more Wisconsin Family right here on CW. We'll be right back.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at the Prairie Athletic Club, and I'm standing next to Craig Kuchenbecker, who works for CrossFit Voltus, which exists inside of Prairie Athletic Club. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us today.
Yeah.
So what is CrossFit?
So CrossFit is a way of working out. A lot of people call it the sport of fitness.
Okay.
So it's a competitive nature or a competitive way of working out. It's also a teamwork building way of working out. So it's just a way of working out, so to speak.
Excellent. And so what would make somebody want to choose CrossFit over another way of working out?
So it's unique in a couple ways. One way it's unique because you have that same type of high energy, high intensity feel that a lot of people like with their workouts nowadays. The thing that's very unique about CrossFit, especially CrossFit Voltus, is we build a large community around it. So a tight-knit community around our workouts. So our tagline at CrossFit Voltus is, it's more than just a workout, it's a community. And so we really hold true to that in several aspects.
And you guys have a few community events that you're doing. Can you talk to us a little bit about those real quick?
So within our community of CrossFit Voltus, we build that as a strong team that goes out and helps our local community as well. So we've participated, hosted several charity events that have well surpassed even $40,000 of money raised for some different charities. We've done things for wounded veterans. We've done things for even local people within our community. We have a few things coming up for lymphoma in mid-November, and then even our local education foundation in mid-December. So definitely some things to check out within our community.
CrossFit Voltus, just one of the many options here at Prairie Athletic Club. Craig, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, you got it.
We're going to go over to Jessa right now, who's talking with Chris Thompson. Jessa?
Thanks, Justin. I'm standing here now with Chris Thompson of Prairie Athletic Club, and we're going to talk a little bit about triathlon teams and what that means in terms of multiple sports. So thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And well, thanks for having us here, really. It's been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about what a tri team consists of for folks who don't know at home.
Okay, the Prairie Athletic Club Tri-Team consists of a great gamut of athletes. There's athletes that actually have no athletic ability to athletes who have been doing triathlons for 30 years. So it's ages 10 to 70 plus years old. Some of them have never competed on a team, but what a triathlon is in general is a swim, bike, and run,
Right.
Kind of a race. But our tri-team is a multi-sport team, so we have athletes that just swim, possibly, or just bike, or run, or maybe do a relay on a triathlon.
Oh, okay, interesting. So you can potentially just do one of the components
Yes.
in and of itself. Why did you start a team like this?
I started the team because I myself did triathlon, and it was just the community of athletes was just amazing. It incorporates every type of person, again, ages from youth to older, and that's what the Prairie Athletic Club's all about is, family fitness. So I just felt like it was a great fit, and I had a great passion for this sport, and just for people that have never been a part of a team to be able to celebrate their accomplishments and just be encouraged by others and the accountability. And
It's a labor of love for you, I
Yes,
can
it
tell.
is.
You really
Yes.
enjoy it. And before we head over to Justin, what does Prairie Athletic Club have to offer the endurance athlete specifically?
we have master swim classes, we have indoor cycling classes where we bring our bikes in the wintertime and we have a coach-led workout. We do indoor triathlons that start in January. We are bringing back the children's triathlon that will be here in July.
Wow.
So that's
Lots to do.
Yes.
We could talk to you probably all day, but we got to get back over to Justin, so
Oh.
we'll be right back. Justin?
Thank you.
Thanks, Jessa. I'm joined now by Kevin Feiner, who is a sports performance trainer with Elite Sports Performance, another entity that exists within Prairie Athletic Club. Kevin, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here today. So what ages do you start working with as far as athletes? You work with a lot of athletes.
We start working with ages 8 and up.
Okay.
So what we do is we separate those age groups, 8 to 10-year-olds, 11 to 14-year-olds, and 15 to 18-year-olds.
Oh, okay, so you have different age groups, but you work with primarily youth athletes then, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
definitely. We're going to work with mainly kids that are playing multiple sports and things like that kind of learn how to move their body and how to be athletic.
Sure, absolutely. And what sports do you specialize in?
We don't necessarily specialize in sports. What we do is we specialize in trying to make these kids into athletes, trying to maximize their potential as athletes, because there's a lot of kids that do a lot of just focusing on one sport.
Right.
We're going to try and make that focus a little bit more on trying to make sure that they're doing things properly the right way.
Yeah, it's a lot of cross-training, it kind of sounds like.
You got it.
Yeah, awesome. And how do the training routines differ from between different ages?
So based on different ages, our younger group, our single A group from 8 to 10 years old, they're going to be a little bit easier. They're going to work out as a group. But then as we start getting to older kids, they're going to have sort of their program that's designed specifically for that athlete. We're not going to just send them, here's a workout. It's going to be, here's a workout for you. That's what's going to make you better as an athlete.
It's kind of catered towards their individual needs.
Absolutely.
That's great. Kevin Feiner, thank you so much for the information today.
Thank you.
We'll head over to Jessa, and she's going to talk with Melissa. Jessa.
Thanks so much, Justin. I'm joined now by Melissa Sebastian. We're going to be talking about some of the group fitness here and primarily how it's different from some of the other programs we've heard about so far. Can you share that with us?
Sure. The best thing about group fitness is it's just fun. We like to have fun. When you come to class, it's you come in class and you're just having a blast and you forget that you're working out. It's
That's
just
the
the
best.
music and the lights and the instructor and all the people around you, and it's just a way to kind of let go of your day and not have to think about what's coming next and just to have a good time.
And what kinds of classes? Give us a quick rundown of what you have, or some of them, an example.
Sure. We have Les Mills programs, which means all of our classes are pre-choreographed to music. We have everything from body pump, body combat, we have TRX classes, we also have core ball classes, fast, we have a class called fast, we have hot yoga, which is amazing, we have a great hot yoga studio we just built, so pretty much something for everybody.
So many great classes, and we just got to touch on it, but where can people go for more information about all these classes we've talked about today?
Absolutely. You can go to our website at any time. We have a drop-down menu that can give you all the information you need about anything that anybody's talked about today.
Perfect. This is Melissa Sebastian, one of the fabulous instructors here at Prairie Athletic Club, and we've so enjoyed being here. Thanks for having us.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
to
you.
all of our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching. Please join us next time for Wisconsin Family.